Welcome to PFSA classes, Domain Mutual Fund Agent, Module 3, Assist with Purchase, Chapter 2, Investor Services, Part 2. The chapter objectives are same for the Part 1. Now we are moving directly to the content. Demat account or dematerialized account. Dematerialization is a process in which investments that are held by investors in the physical form, that is paper, are converted into the digital form. This process is called dematerialization. For example, in older days in share market, there were paper proof of account, that is shared certificates were given. But nowadays only e-certificates are given to shareholders. Like this, mutual fund accounts are in digital form and no paper proof is given nowadays. When investments are in demat form, the investors' purchases and sales of investments can be automatically added and subtracted from their investment demat account. This removes the need of carrying out huge amounts of paperwork. Now we have to look at the advantages of carrying out dematerialization. First advantage, less paperwork with regards to buying and selling units. This also holds true for accepting or delivering the units. Second advantage, when investments are in demat form, the investors' purchases and sales of investment can be automatically added and subtracted from their investment in demat account. This removes the need for carrying out huge amounts of paper. Now, transactions with mutual funds. There are various transactions with the mutual fund are there. We can explain them one by one. First one, fresh purchase. Fresh purchase means the applications are provided by the asset management companies and distributors and ISGs. Application forms can also be downloaded from the concerned AMC's websites. The regular application form, which also contains the Key Information Memorandum (KIM), is created specifically for fresh purchase. That means fresh purchase means we are firstly purchasing, an investor purchasing a mutual fund for the first time. That is called fresh purchase. The time of investment, investors must confirm that their investment amount is above the minimum investment limit set by the mutual fund for the scheme. There will be a minimum investment limit for a mutual fund. There is no maximum in some funds, and there will be maximum for other funds. Okay. The second one is additional purchases. Fresh purchase is the first time purchase. Additional purchase means the second purchase. Investors that have an existing folio with a mutual fund do not have to provide the full application form and documentation for additional purchases. They only need to fill the transaction slip and submit it with the requisite payment. The transaction slip can be used to make the changes in information, for example, changes in the investor's address. Okay. Next one is allotment of units to the investor. The investment amount divided by the sale price gives the number of units bought by the investor. That means investment amount divided by sale price. This is the number of units. In order to find out the number of units, the investment amount by the sales price is doing. This means if an investor has invested rupees 20,000 in a scheme where the applicable sales price is rupees 2, the investor will be allotted 10,000 units, that is 20,000 by 2. In a rights issue, the rights price is clear at the time of investment. The investment amount divided by the rights price equal to the number of units bought by the investor. It should, however, be kept in mind that rights issue are common for shares but are not very applicable for mutual fund scheme units. It is more common in stock exchanges, stock markets, shares, not for the mutual funds. It is not common for the mutual funds. In a bonus issue, the investor does not make any payment. New units are allotted by fund for free. Next one, repurchase of units. Open-ended scheme investors can offer the mutual fund units for repurchase. Open-ended scheme means the entry and exit is free in the market. Those schemes are called open-ended schemes. To carry out a repurchase, a transaction slip needs to be filled out. The investors can fix the repurchase amount or the number of units offered for repurchase. The repurchase price is the applicable NAV minus the exit lot. If the investor has specified the repurchase amount, then that amount divided by the repurchase price would equal to the number of units that would be reduced from his folio. If the investor has specified the repurchase units, then those many units would be reduced from his folio. To get the payment amount, the number of units repurchased would have to be multiplied by the repurchase price. While carrying out the repurchase, if the investment holding in the portfolio is less than the minimum limit set by the mutual fund for the scheme, then all the units may be repurchased. The investment folio of the investor would then be closed. Now we are summing up this session. We will meet in the another session. Till then, bye.